What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Battlefront 2 news update at the Star Bazaar. This is going to be a bit of a shorter one. We only have a couple of things to go over, but I am bringing you this news a little bit past my prime time, so I would really appreciate any extra support you guys can give the video. Thumbs ups, thumbs downs, comments, and if you really want to go the extra mile, I'd really appreciate a share on Twitter or Reddit or wherever else, just to help boost the video a little bit more. A lot of a YouTube video's success comes from the time of day that it was posted at, and I'm definitely bringing this a couple of hours later than I usually do, so I'd really appreciate any and all support. With that introduction out of the way though, let's just check it out and start with the first item on our list, the speeders of Battlefront 2. If you play vehicles a lot in Battlefront, you'll know just how hard some of them are to control. On top of that, there seems to be a lot of rubber banding and lagging happening when you first get into the vehicle, and even sometimes when you start moving with them. Out on the Battlefront subreddit, our community manager, Ben Walk, was asked if he could comment on whether or not speeder bikes, and in turn all the other ground vehicles, would be getting a control rework. Ben responded by saying, "There have been active discussions around speeder bikes lately. We aren't very happy with them. It's just a priority thing." This is cool to hear, but it makes me wonder exactly what kind of conversations are being had about the speeder bikes. Yes, they control pretty poorly depending on the bike you're using and also depending on the map's terrain, but I do also hear a lot of complaints from players who primarily stick to heroes and villains that the speeder bikes are very overpowered. They can melt a full health hero very quickly if aimed right, and for only 200 battle points a pop, that's pretty ridiculous. I do agree that they need a bit of a control rework though, along with a lot of the other vehicles in the game, but if that were to happen, I would hope that they would raise the speeder bike's battle point cost to at least 1,000. If they're going to make it easier to control, it either needs to go up in price or get a serious damage reduction, because if you know how to aim those things, they're very strong. In a comment below, let me know how you would balance the speeder bikes. Would you give them a control buff but a battle point increase, or would you give them a damage nerf? Or would you just keep them the same, how they are now? Let me know. Moving on, we have some changes that have already gone live in Capital Supremacy. The first of these is a change to the health of the Dreadnought's final objective. It was lowered from 15,000 down to 12,000, and that was just to help make it a little bit easier for the clones to win. Ever since the Roger update, the Republic has been having a tough time winning games since the layout of the objectives in the capital ship have changed. The objective on the Separatist ship is located at the very back of one single choke point where all the clones have to funnel into, and if the enemy team is there to defend it, it makes it really hard to win. Like I said though, this change is already live in Battlefront 2, so drop a comment below and let me know if you've noticed it get a little bit easier for the clones after that. The second change that has come to Capital Supremacy is a decrease to the spawn timer after you get defeated. Before, it was at 10 seconds, just like Galactic Assault, and after today's change, it's been dropped down to 7. This is very good if you ask me, especially with the new contextual spawning system that's been put in place in Capital Supremacy, where you can spawn on or close to command posts. Now you can spawn back in even quicker and keep the action going, which will make Capital Supremacy much more hectic and, in my opinion, better. For me, CS is at its worst when it's really slow, you're not running into anybody, you're only finding bots. With people spawning in sooner, it'll keep the action up. This is good. This brings us to our last bit of news today, and that is the reversion of the lightsaber changes that came with the Roger update. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but lightsaber combat's a little bit wonky in Battlefront 2 right now. The Roger update introduced some changes that were intended to make the lightsaber combat better, but I think I speak for a lot of us when I say it made it worse. Ben said in a tweet here, "We're preparing a server deployment which will revert changes made to lightsaber combat in the latest update. We're currently in the testing phase, but all going well. We will deploy the update on Monday." I'm posting this video on Thursday, my time, so in 4 days we should have these changes, but keep in mind that this is not exactly a fix to the lightsaber combat. The combat is bad right now, yes, but keep in mind it was also messed up before the Roger update. The update just introduced worse hitboxes and worse hit detection. So this isn't exactly a fix, it's not a new update. We're simply going back to a previously less broken version of Battlefront 2. It's still good news. The lightsaber combat in Battlefront 2 right now is so bad that I think I'll take anything that'll make it better, even going back to how it was before. But that is the news today, ladies and gentlemen. Here's to hoping that tomorrow we get the community calendar for the month of September, which will detail all of the in-game events happening this month, including, but not limited to, the new Luke Skywalker skin event that was teased in the community transmission, giving us a look ahead to 2019. Don't forget about that. New Luke skin this month. Once that community calendar drops, I'm sure we'll have all the details on it, so if you're not already, be sure you're subscribed to the Star Bazaar and you're getting notified so you know when that information drops. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Give the video a thumbs up if you like today's commentary, drop a comment below, and that's going to do it from me. I'll see you all out on the battlefront. Peace.